Okay, so we have Gold Stake Painted deck. Pretty difficult. Now, when you first start playing Gold Stake, this can be very intimidating. 4 Joker slots is scary because a lot of the time when you play Gold Stake, 5 barely crosses the line. And now the score requirements aren't lower, they're still the same. But what does this mean? We have extra hand size. So our benefit is extra hand size, our drawback is minus a Joker slot. Now, this seems like it should be much harder than it is. This seems like it should be harder than Black deck, but it's not. Because fanning your hands is extremely beneficial, and it allows you to play things like high card, maybe Four of a Kind, because high card leads you to make more steel, and Four of a Kind is easy to access because we get to dig through our hands better. So let's go small blind. Let's see what we have. We probably get out in one. We have a club flush here, but let's try and get it a bit higher because this doesn't. I think that gets out, but let's make sure we 100% get out. Okay. Yeah, this definitely does it. Never listen to me. Just click off the video. Just click off. Please don't. Okay. Let's go next. Okay, what do we have? We have a pair level and a tribe. So I really advise do not take the first rental unless you have an investment tag. Now you could take the pair level, but I think it's too early. So let's go buffoon, looking for something to go for, something to build into. Ooh, okay, we got a fun one. We got a tough start. So tough rentals, 2 rentals, sorry. So we have a draw joker. Now on most decks, you would have to take this. Going into the big blind, you would want it. But here's the thing, we're gonna get out of the big blind. We're gonna get out of the psychic with this much hand size. I am very sure of it. So let's sell this and go next. Now with 4 joker slots, you really want 1 chip, 1 malt, 1 plus malt, sorry, maybe 2 X malts. But if you don't, I'd advise go for planet levels because they will compensate for the jokers you don't have. Okay, going for a spade flush may be the wrong decision. We do find it, and maybe we get lucky with the hearts. Even though we've used quite a lot, we still might draw one. Not quite it. Okay, so we do have the straight instead. Straights are also very strong. I forgot to mention that. Okay. Green joker. So I think here we have an idea. Yeah, that rhymed. Damn, I'm the goat. Anyway, so we have a rebate with green joker. Rental rebate I take every time because it usually pays out. And if it doesn't, maybe you can sell it if you can't afford to keep it. But with the green joker, it doesn't work as well. So what do we do about that? Now, we could go Mega Buffoon. I advise taking these because 2 joker slots, $8 is spooky, but you can usually sell a few. And if they're valuable, then that's very good value for $8. So I like the idea of opening this and maybe seeing what we get, but also maybe you just want to play solid and take this. You could discard first. If you don't find anything, maybe sell because you don't want to lose your malt. If you discard 2 6s, sell it, then you have plus malt, right? So maybe green joker isn't as powerful when you only have 4 joker slots, but it is plus malt. And you can always make it work. So I'm gonna go Mega Buffoon pack. Let's be solid. Let's do this. We could open that, but we do get money here. So discard. Discard. And if we didn't find anything, we sell the rebate. Okay, now what we can do here is this is very good because we have enough hand size to play 5 cards without getting rid of our flush. So we have 4 cards here. And we can still scale this guy. So if we do this, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a flush, which will get us out with a bit of more. I would advise playing pairs just in case you're not sure. Maybe playing 3 high cards and then 1 flush doesn't quite get you there. I know a flush with 3 extra more definitely gets enough. Let's do that. Cool. So we have interest because of the rebate, which is strong. Now we would have got the rental. No, we wouldn't. Never mind. Ignore me. Now I was gonna say we would have got that in the Mega Buffoon, but we don't have the order because it's just normal Balatro, not multiplayer. So We don't know what we would have gotten. Maybe it was strong, but maybe I like this anyway. We have $23. We have an extra hand, which works very well with green. Maybe you just want to go next because we know we're okay. But I kind of like the idea of getting another joker. So let's see. Faceless or business card? We don't want to take faceless because it goes against our rebate. Now, business card is a rental. Business card is one of the worst, I think, econ jokers in terms of, you know, you're just gambling. I guess with the rebate, you're still gambling on pulling your hands. Maybe you take the rental Chad, and then maybe you sell both of them. With rental, we're paying $2, and then we can play a flush on our final hand. Then we get out, we get a little bit of chips from the Chad. Let me just show you instead of explaining. So we can do this. Look for the club flush. We already have it. Okay, so it doesn't pay out quite that well this time. Maybe we just sell both. Either way, we're not losing any money because we sold them both. Now, let's go queen. We don't want to win. Maybe this wins. Pair. So pair retriggers 3 times, so that's 30. Now that's 40, 50 times 8. Too much. Okay. Play the high card. Wow. Okay. You suck. We're selling you. Let's play the flush. But in a good world, we get, you know, a few dollars from that. Rebate again. Now, we have ride the bus. Now, 2 plus malts on painted without chips. It's a little spooky, but maybe this boss blind coming up is a little bit annoying. Let's go ride the bus and then maybe get the extra hand afterwards. Maybe you just want to go ride the bus and take a rebate. But I think 2 scaling malts with an extra hand. This is a ×2, right? Almost. This is 8 more ahead, but it will look more. It will look closer to a ×2 soon. Okay. Now let's go try and go spades. Wanting to play the pair. Okay, so we have the spade flush. Now I'm pretty sure with ride the bus and 10 more, we will be completely fine. Okay. Seltzer, scary face we're not going to take. Now, Mega Arcana, $8, but most of the time, you do kind of make profit from it because you can get a hermit or a fool, and if you get 1 hermit, still more money. Now, it's still a gamble at the end of the day, but I think I like the idea of it. It will help us as well. We can maybe hang stuff. Okay, so this is what I mean. So we can go devil, we need more money. That's for sure. Maybe you go high priestess, maybe you sell the planet cards to get more money for your hermit. But this gold card I think will pay off. Let's do it. And we're not going to be playing the face card, so go hermit, and then let's go extra hand. Maybe you open this to gamble again, but I think let's play solid. Okay, diamond flush already there. Let's do that. Okay. Let's do that. Still have the diamond flush. Maybe you want to play a pair to be safe. Okay. Let's play the 5s and the 4s. Let's play the flush. Now, playing the flush this deep with green joker is not always viable. Telescope is great. So what is our most played hand? High card. Now, we can just maybe take that instantly. You don't need to play completely perfect. You could say for interest. I mean, actually, no. Let's try and play the best we can. Maybe you do need to play perfect. Maybe the seed has boss blinds that we don't know about. So let's not take telescope yet. You could go in here. Maybe you want to go pairs, but I think high card is a lot more viable because we can't discard and we can't play face cards. We're very limited in our options, but it means we can be a little bit lazy. Now, with telescope, we can just get free bonuses from our celestial packs. And seeing telescope and a celestial pack looks great. It looks amazing. You're like, wow, I can get my build online. Now, you could take banner here. But knowing we get out, just about, this help. Okay, this doesn't help with our scaling very much because we will get out too quickly. But maybe I like the convenience, so let's go next. And it's not too expensive, and it will help us, you know, through the scaling because our scaling is getting a little tough. So sometimes it's okay winning too soon on a smaller blind to be able to scale later on a bigger one. So let's do that. So we get out in 2 hands. Okay. $7. Now I like the idea of an Arcana pack here. Okay, let's go Magician. And let's perhaps go in here, maybe. Okay, we could spin a wheel. I don't mind that. Okay. I usually go for wheel spins. So here we obviously won very quickly. But we won't win as quickly here, I believe. I lied. Okay, we win in another one. We keep winning in 2. But it should be okay. Let's go Arcana pack again. Looking for money. Nice. Okay. So sometimes it can take a few purchases to find that. Now, I do want to look in here. Red Seal 8. Maybe. Maybe you slap a gold card on that, and maybe you just go next. We know we're fine. Now, we want to play clubs here for more scaling. We can do this. To look for our gold card. Okay, so we get to play a little bit more now. A few more hands. I think it's only 1 extra hand, but it's okay. So that's a little bit of scaling for us now. That's pretty cool. Now Supernova is usually a take. However, we already have played 16 high cards with Ride the Bus, and we've played 24 hands with Green Joker, so I think you go Celestial pack and get that little high card level. Cool. Maybe here for like a delayed gratification would be great. Spaceman. Awesome. Yeah, let's have fun. Okay. So we know we're fine, but the scaling is harder now. We find our gold. Let's do that. Let's play the 2. Let's play the ace. Okay. Obviously, this is like a true tutorial, and if you didn't know, you have to shake Spaceman for it to work. It is proven. It is proven to work. Okay, so we can use a face card on an ace here. We want to get rid of our face cards, obviously. Canio would be amazing here. Okay, we could take an extra ace, but maybe not necessary. But we're not locked into a specific hand, right? Our high card is only level 2. This is still good with other hands, but I guess if we're going high card, we'll stick with it. Reroll 1. No, we're not looking for anything yet. We kind of want some more value from our Spaceman, and then maybe we can sell the banner soon. So let's play the 8. Okay, so scaling getting a little harder now, which is nice because we have the banner, and without it we would have been a little cooked. Yeah. Shake, shake, shake. So I forgot. Now it's gonna work. Watch this, watch this. Told you. You have to shake it. Ew. Do you remember those Black Ops 2 tutorials where it was like find Batman? That's kind of the vibe. Okay, 2 Celestial packs. Awesome. I used to eat those up when I was younger. It's crazy. Okay, so now we're very much chilling. Let's just go next. 0 discards. Ooh, I didn't look at that properly. But hopefully those high card levels kind of bailed us out, and Spaceman shake. Okay, so we need to get a little bit lucky with the Spaceman here. Playing the highest card I can for the most of my chips. Okay, Spaceman. Cool, I think we just about do it. So this red seal 8 is better than a ace. Of chips. Just a little bit more. Okay, we just about scrape by. Awesome. Never undervalue a spaceman. Okay, invisible joker. Now, what do we want to invis is the question. Now, we could invis green. I think that would be okay. Maybe you want to save for a better joker. So let's get some high card level so the banner isn't... So a high card is now the same as if we had banner. Let's open a Mega Buffoon. Obelisk, probably not today, but we can take it. Sell Spaceman, because I'm not sure if we get out without banner. Okay, let's go next. We could go back an ante. If it's pretty tight here. We do have 5 hands, so losing 1 is not too big of a deal. I'm going to hang 2 face cards here. Going to play the 8, because we know we get out. Let's do that. Play the ace. So we could wait for an X-Malt Joker, and then try our best to copy that. Odd Todd? As a foil? We can't use our discards anyway, so if we get rid of the banner, it's not too bad. We've got past the boss blind to weaken the banner, which is good. I like going in here, or maybe a blue seal. Okay, nothing. We can take a bonus card, maybe. It saves us. Let's go next. We know we're fine. 37k is a little hard, but we got it. We're okay. Play the ace. Okay, so now we get some pretty good scaling. We find the gold card and play the bonus 7. So 50k is where we're at. Maybe like 62. Mine? Maybe. So I'm gonna... Okay, we have an interesting shop here. An order here is very important. So you could sell, maybe get the mime. I like the idea of maybe looking in here. If there's an ectoplasm, then maybe go ectoplasm. But first sell Ride the Bus and banner. Let's look. Okay, we do get an ectoplasm. Now, I think what I want to do is 2 green jokers is 80 malt. Go ecto, because it only gets rid of 1 hand size, but we still have an extra hand size. Because of painted deck. And now we have 2 very good green jokers. Very high green jokers. I like the idea of a mime for the gold cards. Mime is my favorite joker in the whole game. Let's go pair maybe. Let's go Pluto. Let's go mime. Let's go hieroglyph. Okay. A lot of things to do in that shop. But this should be fine. Now we don't have to avoid face cards, which is a little bit convenient. Whoops. Okay, it shouldn't matter. Maybe we play pairs anyway, because I think high card's too strong. And then we know we get out with the bonus 7s. Maybe you do this. See what it's at. Calculated. Okay. Obelisk? Probably not today. I said that already. I'm repeating voice lines. Sorry. Death on the ace, maybe? We could pivot to 4 of a kind. Let's do it. Maybe... Oh, I should have done the face card. It's okay. Take strength for the kings. We can make them aces. And I should already buy clearance sale. This is great. So, I like the idea of doing this. Saving the strength. And making 2 more aces. Let's go next. Okay. Do that. So 100 more is almost not there. But we are just about okay. Okay, we got 40k. Yes, please give me the high card levels. Clement Cell I should have bought first, but I kind of like interest here. Okay. Let's go next. 37k? Do we have that? 100 times 100, we just about. Maybe this bonus 7 helps us. Play the ace. Okay, that's gonna help. Let's do this. For the 8. So we haven't found our blue seal, unfortunately. Now we're getting around about 50k. Vampire. Maybe Vampire is pretty good here. We have quite a lot of additions. I like it. Okay, -1 hand size should be fine. We're just gonna ignore clearance sale for today. Even though it's technically better. Now let's go ace. Okay. Let's go Arcana back. Let's go magician. I guess it doesn't really matter what we put it on. And let's go hangman. Okay, let's hang the 5s. Play the ace. Okay, we just about do it. Let's feed the vampire. We can maybe play a pair. I don't feel comfortable in the amount of chips it is. But we get 2 high card levels from the mine. Okay, we would have been fine. Okay, let's go Pluto. We can open standard pack. Hand size is cool. I maybe want to go below interest. Another blue seal. Huge. And it's wild, so we could play it in tough situations. Now let's go next. Let's play this. Play the ace. Okay, now we know we can play pairs, so I'm going to do that. Looking for... This might still win. Not quite. Huge. Perfect. Okay, so now we play the ace. It's a high card, and we get 2 high card levels. Now, we could definitely start doing a bit of steal. Steal would be great. Even with our vampire, we can choose the cards we want to play, so let's go Celestial and Standard. We can take a gold 9 if we want to play it. So Pluto. Okay. We do have an extra joker slot, so we definitely want to use that. Okay, so how many more cards do we have? Quite a few. We just don't seem to really be finding them. Also, our green joker is scaling. Let's just play the high card. So I think I want a few more chips. And then I'll feel more comfortable. You could do photograph. With a level 16 high card. Just the ×2. We could check in here first, or after. Gross Michael? I'll take it for Cavendish. Maybe there's not too much money in the seed. Another blue seal. Also a benefited blue seal. Okay, so we don't want to play too much. Don't want to play our gold because we'll not have any more money. And we need money to feed the vampire. Let's play the 9s. Maybe you want to do this. I don't think it matters too much. It does a little. Okay, I'm going to play this 9. so we're kind of chilling. 160k with scaling. Reserved as a debuff we can do. So we kind of got all the chips in the world right now. Which means we don't need a chip joker, which is kind of how you want to do painted deck. Oh, we can do that. What do we get? Tribule. I guess that's just a photograph for me right now. We're doing high card, right? So Tribule, we got rid of a bunch of face cards. We already have the gold sticker, so I hate to say it, I think it's gonna go. Especially with the plant coming up. Let's go next. After buying reserves, let me think. Yeah, I mean, no, it's not better than Vampire because all our plus more is here. Do that? Okay. I guess the only thing I'd really want there is maybe a Canio. So let's scale our green a little better because we know we win in 2 hands. Okay. Let's play the bonus 7. Okay. So about 60k per high card is interesting. Let's go standard pack. Maybe Tower Merchant's very good here. That's good. We have so many blue seals, we're just not finding any. Tower Merchant still leaves us above $25. I'm gonna do it with reserve too. Okay, we find the high card. Now, if we find another blue seal, perhaps I want to play this one because mine gives us 2. Okay, 57k. We can do this. Don't want to play that. Let's do this. And then let's do this. So vampires times 2. Cool. Now reserved is going to be replaceable. Let's look for, I guess maybe hanging them I actually prefer here. Let's hang them to look for more blue seals. Rather than a high card level, which isn't doing too much now. Temperance or Magician. Truthfully, I kind of like Magician here. We need more vampire feeding. Let's go 1 reroll because maybe reserved isn't that good with the plant. Popcorn, gold, fortune teller, not even close. So we can put a ace here, or put gold on the ace there. Play high card. Okay. So I think we have to just play high card here. How much do we get? 166. We can play 1. 1, 2 pair. And then we can play this bonus 3. Because we have the blue. Okay, so about 300k, we're almost there. Now maybe a bit of steel can get us over that finish line. Seeing double, unfortunately, not today. Now what's the boss blind? Cerulean Bell shouldn't be an issue in terms of boss blinds. Maybe we just get there with just scaling. Take a bonus 2. Let's take a... We have enough blue seals. Let's take a Wild Queen. And let's go next. Okay. Pair of 8s I will do after I do this. Just to see how much we're at. So we're at 102k hands, so we actually win. We win with 4 jokers here. So I'm actually going to sell the popcorn for swag points. We didn't need to take the egg though. I think this is fine. Okay. So yeah, 100k a hand, we get there. It's very cool. And Cerulean Bell doesn't really influence our decision too much. Yeah, we have 250 chips on the high card. And if you see an undebuffed on anything mime, not non-rental, I think it's almost always a take. Let's go Chariot. Let's go next. Play it out. We don't need money. We just play the ace. So the green joker scaling was very powerful here. And the mime just kind of helped us get over the finish line. Cool. If it was Violet Vessel, it's not over. We could still maybe find steel. Maybe even just 3 steel cards in hand would have been very good. And I would have saved my money differently. Let's go Chariot here. Let's go next. This one was a bit more of a thinker, I feel like. Even though it was just green joker, I felt like I was thinking hard. Okay, and this wins. Awesome. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned a little bit. A lot of the times you won't get an Ecto, but it's definitely worth taking because you still get extra hand size for 5 joker slots. It's basically like just taking the hand size voucher, and if you get the hand size voucher, you know, you'll basically reset with just an extra joker. But yeah, plus more here, I wanted to use my planet levels to kind of compensate for the fact we have no chips, and Mime is amazing with blue seals, and I think my main rule of thumb on this deck is go standard packs, go celestial packs, especially with Telescope. Telescope gave us a huge boost, but even if we didn't have Telescope, those blue seals would have done quite good things for us, and we maybe would have found a few high cards in the packs anyway without Telescope. But 367 cards played, quite a few. Now if you want to send me any seeds that maybe you've struggled on, maybe actually, you know what, from now I am gonna play along, so you will be able to play along. The seed will be in the description, and I kind of want to see how you do it, if you can beat it, and then maybe you can watch this to see how I do. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for the support on the videos. They've been great. It's been awesome. I've been excited to make more videos every single day, and yeah, peace out.